Welcome to a brand new episode of Go. I'm your host, Dana Giesbrecht, and today we are on location at Sonia's Runway. The Spirit of Spring, a fashion show and fundraiser, returns to the city on May 3rd for the 9th year in a row. And today we have some sneak previews of some of the fashion you can check out. Plus, of course, this is a huge fundraiser for the McDougall House. We're going to learn how this money is being raised and where it's going. Stay tuned for all of that. But first, we learn how a local school was able to raise big bucks thanks to a love of pasta. Thanks for that, Brian. Up next, Parkinson's is the world's second most common neurodegenerative disorder. And with April being Parkinson's Awareness Month, we learned the story of Trish Clark, a woman in the community who's been living with the disease for the past 20 years. Stay tuned. After the break, it's time for the Fashion Plus. There are more than 200 silent auction items up for grabs. Find out what you can expect after this. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in now, we are again at Sonia's Runway, and here are some of the many silent auction items up for grabs at the Spirit of Spring fashion show and fundraiser. That, again, is happening on May 3rd. Head to McDougallHouse.com to get your tickets. But, of course, we have some Oilers jerseys, lots of glassware, tons of fashion, pillows, stuff for the home. The list goes on and on. You can find more information on that website. Stay tuned. We have fashion coming up with some beautiful and very handsome models. But before we get to that, from agriculture to fitness, we learn how one local entrepreneur spreads the love with every industry he touches. Here's volunteer producer Heidi Johansson. Since the Hunger Games movies began, archery has been taking over high schools across Canada. And as Shaw TV's Dave Dawson reports, one St. Albert girl has found her true love. We're now here with Wynn Blades of the McDougall House to learn more about this charity and what you do in the community. Let's start with the women who walk through your doors. What kinds of experiences have they lived through before they get to you?
Oh, the experiences are as varied as the clients are. Some are from, they're from all walks of life. They have all one thing in common, and that is that they have suffered through addiction for probably quite some time. Sorry, they've come to us voluntarily because they are ready. They are ready to go through the recovery program. We offer them a safe, warm, comfortable environment in which we can help them process and hopefully emerge at the other end. I often think in terms of the fashion show, they come to us with their heavy winter coats, and when they leave, they're in a beautiful, bright spring dress.
What are the programs that you offer these women to help get them back on their feet?
Well, it's basically a 3-month program. It's very holistic. They deal with their addiction. They deal with a lot of issues as to how they got there in the first place, and skills to cope with it in the future, how they can deal with it. We provide a lot of support in the community so that they are able to get out back into their normal homes or the community, jobs, etc., healthy and well.
And how have you seen this event help impact these women?
It's impacted them hugely, first of all, because of the awareness. This event is largely for awareness as well, because I think it affects all walks of life and very many people. And as a result, I think we're getting more women because of referrals or because someone said, oh, I heard about McDougall House. It also, of course, impacts our programming. We're able to fund new program, new innovations, re-education for our staff and our professionals to help them.
Excellent. Wynn, thank you so much for your time.
You.
Stay tuned. More after the break. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in now, we are again at Sonia's Runway, getting you excited for the Spirit of Spring fashion show and fundraiser. Now, lots of fashion coming up, and we're going to start with Taylor wearing a beautiful black and white nautical-themed blazer, some distressed denim, and then a bright fuchsia purse, looking very nice for springtime. Thanks so much, Taylor. And then Mike in the men's department, and it's always the men that steal the show. He's looking very handsome in a navy and white checkered blazer, some navy pants, blue shoes, brown suede shoes. I think I said blue shoes the first time too. And a green tie with a nice pattern on that. And then a pocket square to tie it all together. Thanks so much, Mike. Coming up next, though, we have some more fashion, lots of fashion. There's so much fashion in this event. But before we get to that, transitioning a family member into a senior care facility can be one of the hardest decisions a family has to make. But aiding in this evolution of geriatric care is a program at the Primary Care Network. Here's Shaw TV's Bianca Jade with more. Have you heard of the mbira? Well, one local musician from Zimbabwe is fusing the sound of this traditional instrument with more contemporary music. Shaw TV's Jen McDonald explains. We are now joined by Jane Bodden with the Spirit of Spring, one of the co-chairs for the event, and you've been with it since the very beginning. Tell us, going into the 9th year, how excited are you to share this event with the community once again?
Well, it's very exciting. We've been doing this for 9 years, and we've added some new stores this year, and we've got great models. I have about 69 volunteer people all coming together with 11 stores, all working to make this a fabulous show.
Perfect.
So the color in the springtime is wonderful, and everybody's really excited, and it's a great day.
Let's bring out our first model. We have Lynn, and speaking of bright and colorful, she's wearing a lot of yellow. She's wearing a yellow jacket with a matching yellow Diane von Furstenberg purse. I love that. And the organza skirt. How fun is this for the season?
You know, it's really fun. Lynn's been modeling with us a few years, and she's great, and we really like the color on her, and Sonia's Runway really does a nice job of fitting our models.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Lynn. Up next, we have a male model for you. We have Mike from Dirk's Menswear, and he's wearing a really sharp-looking suit, a lighter wool, lighter blue, with that nice sharp tie, some brown suede shoes, and then even the pocket square has that like fresh spring look to it.
Yeah, it's really nice. Mike's been with us a few years too, does a great job. And the large lapels, he said, is really big this year, and also the brown shoes, and he wears it very well.
And I like that there is some men's fashion, so if husbands or boyfriends are coming along too, they can also see what's hot for the season. Thanks so much, Mike. And then finally, we have Janet, who is also with the event. Janet looking nice and colorful. She's wearing a moto-style jacket, and I love that color.
It's a beautiful color and goes really well with the gray, and I just love the necklace and the pop of color in the shoes. So again, she's wearing Sonia's Runway as well.
Very nice. You feeling sassy, Janet? I am. She is. Wonderful. And again, there's so much fashion to come and check out at the event. Do get your tickets before they're gone. But before we leave you, here's your on-the-go calendar. Thanks so much, Jane. One last look at some of the silent auction items up for grabs. If you don't have your tickets yet, please head to McDougallHouse.com. The Spirit of Spring, a fashion show and fundraiser, again, May 3rd here in the city. I've been your host, Dana Giesbrecht. We'll see you next time.